Hey guys, welcome back to the spare room. This is part 4 of this little electric motor Dynamo build we're going to call Prince. This is some elementary or basic or primitive, I think is probably a better word, pattern making. We need to make up a base. And I've got a bit of pine and squared it up nice and neat and glued it together, and that'll do for the base. It needs a little bit of oversize on it, we know that about pattern making. And a little bit of taper, something I've learnt from the last pattern I made, which was a little pattern for my Kenneth Wells steam engine. As probably lots of you have seen that, is that you don't seem to need as much angle on here as you sort of thought you did. And that's nice and square. A good moulder will pull that out of the mould okay. And that's still nearly 73 millimetre, so there's room to put a little bit on the outside if we need to. So I guess the next thing is to glue that up, leave it for a bit, and find basically a moulding piece to go in the centre, which it probably doesn't even really need, but it makes it look nice and it gives it a little bit of strength maybe. So that's sort of the next job. So there's been a bit happening here. I've been away on holidays and come back, and this was miraculously done. Well, not actually, no, I did some before I went and I had a bit of a play with it, and it's not far off being complete here. It's starting to look something like the drawing should. I haven't put a lot of draft angle on the ends here. I have put this piece of sort of a oil way in the bottom. If we have a look, our armature is going to sit sort of like that there. And our magnet's going to fit in that groove there. I think reasonably nicely with just a file up or a run through with the milling machine. But it won't take a whole lot to clean that up, I hope. That's the idea, and that goes about there somewhere on the completed scheme of things. So I've put a bit of a draft on these two, just on this angle. Probably I could put a bit more filler in here, and probably I will, but mostly what this is going to need next is a coat of top coat and a few coats of paint. So I'm going to go and just give these a clean up and a little bit of filler in here to make some fillets down each side, just so it releases nicely. And I'm going to give this a good sand, nice and clean and flat, and probably a bit more of a sand on the ends here, and we'll put some colour on it. So a bit more filler in there and a rub down. You can see these pieces were added on and this piece was cut out. This piece here is an extra in this piece. You can see that there. That's how it was made up. That's had a bit of a rub down. I reckon it's ready for a top coat. Traditionally I paint patterns red. Don't know why, I had some red paint. Don't know what colour to paint this one. I'll have to have a look. Anyway, that's ready for some top coat, and we'll have another look. Anyway, this has just been a short video, but there it is. That's pretty much finished. Got that line nice and square down the middle. It wasn't quite before. These have been filled in to match. And a little bit of a fillet on each end just to release it. And clean up a little bit of draft on here and here. And that's our pattern done. So thanks for watching. This has been part 4. Next thing I guess we're going to get on is probably I'm going to make a trip up and get a couple of these cast, which will be the next thing. And I guess the part after that would be to set this up. We'll set up a piece of brass and make a couple of bearing stanchions for each end. That'll be the next part. So keep tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. More soon, guys and girls.